Hey girlfriends, are you scared of a red lip? I am too. I have to admit that I gravitate toward other colors, but let me just say a red lip can be very simple and very elegant and not be so, hey, look at me kind of thing. And I know it's a little intimidating, I know, because I feel the same way. But we're going to create a really beautiful red lip that you can do real fast and easy. First thing is make sure your lips are all clean and dry, okay? Then you're going to try to give them a little plumpiness. If you have a lip plumper, try your lip plumper. I'm going to use Hottie by Younique because I absolutely love it and it works really well. Now, when you do this, you do have to wait. And typically I will wait maybe 5 minutes or so and just let it work its magic because you can feel it working and it's plumping up those lips and it's getting it ready for whatever you're going to put on your lips, but especially red lips. So once your lips have gotten all ready to put this makeup on, we're going to blot just a little bit because we don't want this to have anything that will make your lipstick slip. So very important to blot. So I'm the kind of person that thinks kind of out of the box. So I'm going to use a brown eyeliner pencil to do my lips, to start it off. Why? Because I have a very small top lip, and this darker color really does bring out that lip a little bit better. And I really don't want to use like a red liner, red lip, that kind of thing. I want some dimension in my lips. And the brown is a great way to get some volume in your lips. So I love to do it just like this. Come up and around and up and around. And then I do not go all the way to the corners on either side. Don't do it. That will tend to drag it down, and you don't want to do that. And you want to keep this simplistic as possible. And you're going to want it to stay. And that's another thing about using this. This is waterproof. So it's going to have a little more staying power than, say, other things that you might use. Now, one thing I want you to consider is to get a lip brush. And you can use your fingers if you want to, but I prefer using a little lip brush like this. This is Younique's lip brush. You can find one in Walmart, and you can also get this one off the website as well. But I like to smooth it all out, because if you're like me, and you're 62, and you see all these little lines, that's what this is great for, because you can take it and you can kind of come up and around and down, and it fills in a lot of those little lines that we do not like. And those lines do come from your lips upward. Seems like it would be the other way around, but it's not. It is not. And it's really hard to have to deal with, but this kind of fills it in so they're not quite as noticeable. You ready to see the red? This is it. It's called Drop Dead. And look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this color. This would go with anything that you put on. It's not too bright. It's not too dark. It's like the perfect kind of ruby red. And I am going to use my brush. We are going to take a little bit of it, and we're just going to start applying it right through here. And you're just going to brush it on. And I do like to kind of smooth it out a little bit, because what we're going to do, since we have the brown here, we are going to come right along that edge with this color. And you're going to see that brown disappear. But it's still there, and it's got the barrier for you. So it's going to last a lot longer, number one. Number two, the color is going to be amazing. And then we are absolutely, you can either do a little highlight in the center here or not. You don't have to, but I'd love to do it this way. That way I have a nice barrier. I don't have to worry about getting out of the lines. It's almost like paint by number. Kind of like that when we were kids, yes. Paint by number. And using the brush, you're not going to use too much, okay? So you don't have to get heavy-handed, in other words. See, I just probably did like one little swipe. And then I'll come back and I'll place it where I want it. Make sure I've got it like I need to, especially here in the front. It's going to make my bottom look a lot bigger. I don't have a very big top lip, but you know, that's okay. We can create it. And it gives us more dimension. And this is a pretty color. Absolutely beautiful color. Now, I'm going to let this settle. And then we are going to decide whether we want to lighten up the center or not. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is blot. So anything that we didn't need is gone, okay? And now it's perfectly ready. We are going to actually use an eyeshadow. You could use other colors. You could use, you know, a lighter color like this in the center. I wouldn't use that neutral color. Pink would be really pretty. Minted is a very pretty color. It's great. You could put this in the center. That would be really, really, really pretty. Now, we could do that, or we could simply come in here and grab, say, a color out of this palette, and something like this, which is really light, and guess what? It's going to set everything at the same time. So for me, this is probably where I would go, especially like it's Christmas time now. And so take your finger, and this is one of Younique's palettes, and this is the color called Dizzy. Do you see that? And we're just going to pop it just a little right here in the center. Do you see how that makes your lip kind of come out a little bit? So pretty. Be very sparingly. Do it a little at a time. And guess what? When you go to kiss somebody, it's not going to come off. And I'm going to prove it to you in just a second. Because this is the way to go. Now, if you have an eyeshadow palette, a different one that you would love to use, ta-da! You see, there is one that I really love that has a beautiful color in it. That is definitely my color when I do my lips. Now, this is Smashbox, but find you a light color. I love this one in this palette because it is just so pretty. And I'm going to just put a little bit of top on that. Oh, look at that shine. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it. This is really a great thing. And when you go to your parties and things like that, and you're drinking, you know, your wine or whatever, you're not going to leave stuff on the cup or the glass. Either one, whatever you're drinking out of. But isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Look. And it doesn't come off. Yay! I call that winning. I will put the link for all of this below. So if you want to grab and create your own red lip, I think you can master it. And I'll put everything that I have used, okay? So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And look, you can wear this all year round. You don't have to just do this on special occasions. Okay, girlfriends? I'll see you later.